means today's lesson should be relatively easy. What I did with my other class is I went through and did pretty much the rest of the evens. All right, so once we got a good idea of how to do things, it really was kind of easy. All right, so today now I really need you to kind of listen to me. I've had 4 or 5 or 6 parent conferences now with people, and I'm trying to explain to your parents you're not involved. All right, some of you guys who want better grades, but you're just not involved. You don't ask me enough questions. And again, the same people ask me questions all the time. They're the ones making the A's all the time. All right, there's no reason to sit here and not know something, even if I am a little loud. All right, that's okay. All right, you can still ask questions. Isn't that right, Walker? Yes, sir. All right, here we go. So now, what I want to do today is, did anybody have any questions from last night? Or that went pretty well, right? Yeah, I suspected it went pretty well. So look, everybody do me a favor. Let's take a look at question number 11 now. All right, let's take a look at question number 11. All right, and really concentrate. If we concentrate, you can tell me you're in good shape, then we really won't need homework over the weekend. All right, so let's try to get this done. All right, what I want to do is show you now how, and someone walked in the door already telling me what to do because they figured it out. Sometimes you're not able to just add them or just multiply by -1. All right, so if you take a look at question number 11, I can't just add them or multiply by -1. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
All right, so you have to figure out, if I can multiply by -1, I can multiply really by any number. All right, that's exactly right. So because you understand that, all right, because you understand that, you should be able to say, or you should be able to look at question number 11 and say, what can I multiply that top equation by? By
2.
Yes. Because again, you want the signs to be what? Different. One positive, one negative, so they cancel out. So now, listen, all right, I'm really trying to make sure I'm answering everybody's question. So if you're not sure, it's nobody else's fault. Is everybody comfortable with that being a 2 there? Any questions with that being a 2? All right, now we want to distribute the 2. And when we distribute the 2, I end up with 4x minus 2y equals 10. And now you just slide the other one over. 5x plus 2y equals -28. Is everybody with me on that?
Yes, sir.
And now what can cross out? The y's, and they cancel out. And now I'm left with what? So x equals -2. All right, I'm just sure that's not that hard. All right. So now that x equals -2, does it matter what equation I select?
No.
You just try to pick the easiest one, and let's go with number 1.
Yeah.
All right. So now I want you guys, when I plug in -2 in for x, you should be able to say, what's 2 times -2? So we have -4. -4 minus y equals 5. -y equals 9. So y is equal to what? So my answer is -2, -9. All right. Is there alternative ways? Yes. All right. If you came up with the right answer, I'm in good. I'm totally fine with that. Yes, sir. We'll get there eventually. I bet you by the time I go down, you'll be fine.
I have a question. On the calculator, when you're putting in the equations, since you already changed the numbers and multiplied them by 2, would you put in like any number that would be in that new equation in there, or what?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't matter. I promise you, it's all the same.
Okay.
All right, yes.
Should I check this one?
Now, to check this with a calculator, let's go ahead and do that just for practice. All right, just to make sure that you remember what we're doing. And then after this, we're just going to kind of go down and just work through all the odds. All right. Now, for question number 11. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off to the side a little bit here. All right. And I'm going to say y1 is equal to, does everybody agree with me? 2x minus 5. Any objections to that? What do you think? Probably not. You're right. It doesn't matter. All right. The calculator doesn't care what equation is first. What?
I thought you were supposed to move the
Okay, so come on now. Listen, some of you guys are having issues because you wanted exactly one way. Does it have to be exactly one way? No, the reason why I didn't move the 2x and divide by -1 is because if I divide by -1, that gives me one more step. Everybody with me? Can you put divided by -1?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I'm trying to make you a thinker over there. You hear me? Right? If I do something a little bit different, you get the right answer, your way is acceptable. Everybody happy with that?
Yes.
All right. So now, for y2, though, I would type in parentheses -28 minus 5x divided by 2. Everybody do that, please. All right. Is everybody happy with that? All right. Then type it into y1, y2. Second, calc, 5. Enter, enter, enter. And did it give us the right answer? Was it? Is that the correct answer?
Yes.
Please learn how to use your calculator, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Anybody have any doubts or any questions with that? Walker, are you happy with that?
Yes, I just have a comment. If your line is straight with the x,
Have to do what?
put the x. Never mind.
I want to hear.
Oh no, I'm just telling everyone to put the x in the equation.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, don't forget to put in the x. All right, that causes problems if you don't have the x in there. All right. Now, let's everybody take a look at question number 13. So let me go ahead and slide this down, shrink this down a little bit. All right, everybody take a look at question 13. Probably the best thing to do is, Casey, what? Multiply bottom by -6. Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Now, again, I always try to tell kids, generally, multiplying by negative is where people make their mistakes. All right? So again, whenever you're dealing with negative, just take some extra precaution. All right? When you distribute that -6, first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to write down the top one, 10x plus, oh wait, because you guys, oh yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. 10x plus 6y equals 24. Now multiply by -6, that gives me 36x minus 6y equals -24. Is everybody happy with that? And now from there, it's nice. 46x is equal to, so x has to be 0. Everybody good so far? Now, if x is 0, does it matter what equation? No. Now look, let's just do mental math on this, guys. If x is 0, y is what? Y is 4. Practice your mental math. If you don't know how I got that so fast, now's the time you ask. It's okay. I told your parents you don't see things all the time. All right, so go to any equation and plug 0 in for x. When you plug 0 in for x, you automatically get a what? 0, right? So now you just have 6y equals 24. All right, everybody good with that? You with me? All right, here we go. Now let's take a look at 15. Someone different. What do I have to do on this one? Shh, hold up. Yes, number 15. What am I doing? I could multiply the top by -2. Now, let's say you saw it a little bit differently. I could also multiply the top by, Walker, by 3. Everybody with me on that? Is anybody better off? No. You're going to get the same answer. All right, because he saw multiplying by -2, I'm going to go ahead and multiply the top equation by -2. All right. When I do that, I end up with -4x minus 8y equals -48. Everybody comfortable with that? Now we're going to draw the line underneath it, and we notice that x is canceled. Agreed? All right, so now I have what? -20y equals -40. Beautiful. So now I just put down y equals 2. All right. Now, if y equals 2, all right, let's not get a little too wild and crazy. Let's go ahead and just say 2x plus what? Equals 24. Everybody happy with that? Does it matter what equation you plug it into? No. 2x equals 16. X equals 8. So my answer is 8,2. Good. That's a 40 and a 20. I know my 4's and y's are coming back.
That's what I did wrong. Okay, I got it.
You good?
Yes, I got it.
Alrighty. Okay. Moving forward. Moving forward. Here we go. All right, for question number 17. What am I multiplying by 2? Top equation by 2. Is everybody happy with that?
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. So that becomes then we just slide over the other equation. What do I get? So x equals, is everybody happy with that? X equals 4. Yes, sir. Well, again, listen. All you have to do is figure out where you made your mistake at. Alrighty. So now if x equals 4, alright, I prefer to put it into the second equation, right? So it's going to be 40 minus 8y equals -8. Everybody agree? 48 equals 8y. So y equals 6. Is everybody happy with this? 4, 6. 4, 6. Any issues? Anybody? Yes. All right. So everybody take a look at question 19. Let me go ahead and shrink this down a little bit. All right. So now everybody should be going, wow, this isn't that bad. All right, what are we doing? Yes. Now listen to what I said. You could divide by 5, but does that really help?
No.
Does that make sense? Listen, you see what I'm saying? You can divide the top equation by 5, but that's not really going to help me out. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Right? It would be easier to just go ahead and
Multiply the bottom one. Oh, yeah, by 2.
yeah, multiply the bottom one by 2.
Okay.
All right. Sometimes, believe it or not, there is an advantage to dividing. All right, but not in this case. All right. So now let's just slide it over. 5x plus 10y equals 20. Negative 12x minus 10y equals -6. Everybody good with this?
Yes.
All right. And so now I end up with
-7x equals
14, right? So x equals -2. Beautiful. Now again, to me the first equation looks good, right? So -10 plus 10y equals 20. So y is equal to what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just look up, make a correction.
How is it that you got -2? Yeah. 20 was a 5.
How about 5 times -2? Shh. Boys, come on, guys. Listen, I want you guys to concentrate for a few more minutes. No, you're not. Look right here. What does that say? What's x? That's how I got the 10. Told you, it's very simple. Very simple correction. You good now? All right, any issues? Any issues? Okay, so now our first difficult problem. This is honestly, listen to me now. This really is about as difficult as it can get, number 21. All right, the reason why it's as difficult as possibly can get because you don't just multiply one, multiply both of them. All right? Anybody know what to do on this? What? Multiply what? What are you thinking? Beautiful. That eliminates the y, agreed?
Yeah.
We could also, if you wanted to, multiply the top by 6 and the bottom by -7. That would eliminate the what? X. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference. All right, since she said 5 and -3, we're going to go with that. And so that gets -35. Good. And then
18 plus 15y equals -60.
And so now I have, what do we have now?
-17
Equals,
0.
so x is. Is everybody with me on this?
Yeah.
So now if we use our little mental math, if x is 0, so now you write the answer, 0, comma, -4. 0, comma, -4. All right, now listen to me honestly, and I think this should be easy for you. 21, if you can do 21, then you pretty much got a great idea of how to do all of them. All right, it's really not difficult. Really not difficult. All right, but just to make sure, all right, just to make sure, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and knock out 23. Tyler, what do you think about 23, buddy? Shh. You. Okay, you're almost right. The reason why? Yes, sir. Very good. Easy as that. And listen to me, like I said just now, pay attention to what I'm saying. If you know that, then there's nothing difficult about it. Nothing. You can solve them all. All right? You have to be able to multiply one and the second one so they cancel out. That's all you're doing. All right? Very simple. Yes, sir. Nope. Doesn't matter. You have lots of options. All right? That's eliminating the y. We could have eliminated the x's also. All right? It doesn't matter. All right? So now, again, though, I always try to tell kids this is where the mistake comes, multiplying by negative. All right? Be careful when you're doing that. So when I distribute the 7, I end up with Negative 126. Everybody agree with that?
Whoa.
Now I'm multiplying by negative 2, so I end up with now what?
53x equals negative 106.
So x is
Negative 2.
negative 2. X is negative 2. Agreed?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. If x is negative 2, now we're just going to say what? Negative 18 minus 2y. Yes. So y equals 0. Negative 2 comes 0. Everybody good with this? All right, what number was that? Okay, so your homework is 24 through 28. And you got how much time? A good amount of time. So guys, just get it done for me. All right, that's it. All right. And then, of course, you're going to do what to your answers? It's going to run to the back. All right, on the last page. Hey, listen. Now, again, let me just say, this is where some of you make a mistake. You think you're correct. You don't ever check your work. All right, you got multiple ways. All right, let's do it this way. I want you to check it with your calculator. So in order to put it with your calculator, because we have some extra time, I want you to write y1 and y2. Go with me. On those last 5 problems, I want you to solve for y1 and y2. Type in the calculator. All right, you need to practice on that. All right, so you're going to make 100 on your next test.
So we're not doing the
Yes. Yes.